Yo friends, welcome to our channel Unraveling Wisdom, and in this video we are going to talk about everything you need to know understanding the vocabulary of COVID-19. Not everything really. Okay, you can stare at this beautiful drawing while I talk you to the contents of the video, and I'm not gonna bore you till death in this video. So first of all, we'll look the various levels of infections which spreads in the community, and then what is really COVID-19, and last but not the least, the best methods and precautionary measures that you can take at your end to avoid getting infection. Okay, let's just break in. Okay, when we talk about the infection, when it is limited to a house and at the very baseline of the community, you know, the people catching cold, fever, and all such types of infections. And what's the right word? It's endemic. Yeah, because it's limited to a place. You know, the people are having infection at very baseline, like the fever, catching cold, etc. And what happens when it spreads to the whole? Right? Miss Sharma and Mr. Sharma catching infection, then Mr. Kumar and Mr. Pandit's. And this situation, when the infection takes a toll on the whole community, it's known as epidemic, what we call as Mahamari. And then there is an outbreak if it is not it's one country and then other, because the people keep on commuting, there is no stop to it. So this situation is endemic, right? And what happens if it spreads to the whole world? If you look on the map, it's known as pandemic, वैश्विक महामारी. इसे बोलते हैं सर्वव्यापी महामारी. Okay. And there is COVID-19. I think people are aware in the situation right now. Wow, this is an interesting image. COVID-19 is a droplet infection, virus-driven droplet infection, which tries to catch hold of an individual if he is in close contact with the person who is affected and is trying to run away. But if he doesn't maintain enough precautionary measures, then he will really catch one of them. So let us look at so that we can avoid getting contract of that disease. First of all, to maintain hand hygiene, like hand washing, drying our hands, and not to forget sanitizing our hands with all our fancy sanitizers. You would be feeling like a Superman, right? No, we would be a Superman if we follow this rule of social distancing. You know, keep yourself social distanced, physically distanced, about 3 to 5 meters from an individual, and keep wearing the mask because you don't want to catch hold of that droplet, right, which is infected. And let's just move into the next slide. Yes, this is known as Samajik Durikaran. You know, it's not like you stay away from people, but you should stay away, physically distanced, so you're not going to infect, one of them. You know, if you're getting crazy and your thoughts are running wild, and then the government will hold you and will put yourself in a lockdown. And if you happen to come in contact in any one of the individual having COVID-19, then you would be quarantined, not like really in the picture. Okay, so you'll be quarantined. Thank you, and sending your socially distanced thank you hug, because you do understand. And I'll watch you through the next video, because you're not gonna really quit, right, like rest of the world. Okay, thank you. Like and subscribe our channel.